All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Blues and the Houston Oilers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
So don't say nothing.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Hey, you got 3.
This is Hines. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Brings up 2nd down at the 15-yard line.
What we got?
They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Mike 55. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Rashawn Gary able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
36-yard line.
Here we go. Pittsburgh. 2-6. We got to go. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Hey, check right. Watch it divide. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll try the left side. Irvin, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hope. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 24-yard touchdown. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green. Looks like he had green on that play.
Yellow.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
He's cracking. He's checking crack. 57.
On first down, Mahomes. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he will score. It's a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 27, Mahomes. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Mahomes now on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Yellow. Commercial line. 57 colors. 47. Check. Blue, fellas, let's go. Watch the twist. Hey, check right 47. Check right 47.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go. 4th down, Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
I don't need to.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago. Mahomes now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down? Mahomes throwing on 4th. And able to find Graham, complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. This throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get in. Effort there. His first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7.
14, Blues 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Go, go, go. At 25, the mic. We'll go.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Holt. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Check the backer. Check Mike 57.
He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go, defense. SOS. He's coming. We got double up.
2nd and 4. Steps away. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
You better be afraid of me. You better.
Now back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes lets this one rip toward Graham. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Right here, right 15, 15. Watch out, watch out. Yellow. 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check, 56.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on fourth down conversions. And here we go again. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Here we go. Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Second and 14. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
I'm going to run you over. Let it go. I'm going to run you over. Anyway.
On play action, they'll throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Another shot from the one on second and goal.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Here we go. Here we go. 57. Mike, 57. What? Go. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 57's the mic.
Second and one. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 22 yards there, a first down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on this.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
56. Watch the run. They're running it. Look, 56.
Mahomes to throw once more. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
43.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. DJ Moore, his third touchdown now on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. That was close to a big play, and just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
On the delay, here's Hines. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
On the double. 57. Hayward. Double time. What? Go. 3 down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check. Go.
Draw play. This is Hines. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
57 Mike 57. Go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That is caught. inside the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? He'll look to throw. This is caught. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, he couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll try to run with Hines, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Now for the point after. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes looking left side, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the 1st. Mahomes firing complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Jello. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Hey, alert 3.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Easy. 52's the mic. Get the ball. 52, easy.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Mahomes, the connection made. It's Graham. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Yellow. Arzelati. Check. 47. Hey, defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
56 to Mike. 56 is the mark.
Now Mahomes. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
But he will not make it into the end zone. He stops short, and that might spell an end to their chances as this stays a 3-score game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense just playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. The offense on third down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Focus, defense, focus.
They'll look to throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
That's going to be a long day. 57's the Mike.
He'll drop to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a peep or protest out of them. That's just who they are.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Mahomes now going to lead his guys up for the 2-point try.
All day, every day, any day.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. In for the score. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll run on first down. Smiley, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
52, Charlie. 52.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, these guys want to do something positive as this game approaches its end, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, it's really been more indicative of how the game has gone for them.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Mahomes throwing on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. Well, on 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So
and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. DJ Moore with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Extra point right down the middle, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Oilers 45, Blues 19. Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will get them one closer.
Oilers 45, Blues 26.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
It's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're